Okay, let's bring on board Swati Kulkarni then from UTI Asset Management. Thanks so much, Swati, for joining in. Good afternoon. Since we are talking about numbers, let me kickstart the conversation by asking you your own perspective on Q3 numbers. Now, interestingly, you believe financials, of course, I think that's really the bet this time around in the market. But even pharma, what makes you think and what do you think is going to lead pharma to drive the earnings recovery in the third quarter?
Yeah, good afternoon. Actually, I would say that I won't go quarter by quarter because, especially in pharma, the things are very stock specific, so you can't really generalize there. But I do agree with the general consensus that pharma and IT are going to be sort of, the sectors where you have a fair bit of visibility in the near term in terms of the, earnings traction may not be at the likes of what corporate banks are expected to post in next coming year. But definitely you have some kind of visibility there and you have valuation support as well.
All right. Swati, I would like to take your view on the concerns, the looming concerns about a global economic slowdown, on how that could end up impacting emerging markets, especially the ones like India. China has flagged off concerns, the United States, and of course we all are aware of what's going on in the United Kingdom. How does that impact Indian picture?
Yeah, so surely, actually it started with a US-China trade war kind of, tensions that we had seen. But of late, what has sort of resulted into is that US probably will come off from the best year that they had in 2018 in terms of domestic consumption as well as infrastructure spend. You have China recently reporting a drop in both in exports and imports, and clearly they seem to be under pressure. Europe is also not that great, and so globally I think there is a news flow which is weak. What I think is that though at the bottom up stock picking level it doesn't really affect, but what it affects definitely is the sentiment. Now India as an emerging market, I think we have a tailwind of the growth being better than most of the markets, but we do have a near-term issue as far as the elections are concerned. We have earnings which have been sort of expected to grow, but we have our own issues as far as the earnings are concerned, be it one-off issues like demonetization, then GST, and therefore I think the support as far as the earnings is concerned is not there. And on the kind of support which we had from the domestic flows in last 3 years, that on an average has come off, though we have positive flows still, and large part of those flows are from I think SIPs, so it's in structural nature. So I would say net the impact would be more in the sentiment, and therefore we as an emerging market will not be spared if at all there is a kind of flows drying off. In absence of clear liquidity flows that we had seen from domestic, the markets might remain volatile in the near term.
Okay, well, yes, certainly India too will succumb to pressure that we may see in the global markets. Swati, another point you've mentioned here is that you do expect central banks to be supportive around those concerns of global growth slowdown. What about the RBI? Because we do have the recent inflation data that pointed to the fact that inflation has come to a multi-month low. If I'm not mistaken, it was an 18-month low. 18-month low of just 2.2%. So don't you think now the stage is set of sorts for perhaps an RBI rate hike coming in? And in that scenario, how do you see essentially India's macros?
So if you look at the recent macros, we clearly oil prices coming off has been a kind of a breather that we have got. We have a consensus estimate about monetary policy being a little more benign. So in fact, there could be a rate expectation. I think there is a rate expectation that we might have a cut and a benign interest scenario. So I guess the fiscal situation, though the inflation is under control, the monetary policy might, that is their primary job. But if you look at the fiscal situation, that's not that good as yet, because you have, we're getting into election time when you had three incumbent losing in the elections at the state levels. There is a concern that there might be some dole-offs that might come off, and you have these kind of concerns lingering around. So and you have a base effect wearing off as far as the inflation is concerned. So I guess you will have to be little more vigilant on this space, and you won't really factor in a very kind of interest rate cut, aggressive cuts going forward. We will have to balance the fiscal versus the inflation, which might sort of come off from the low base. So we will have to be watchful of these, and I think from a fund house perspective, our debt side is preferring more liquid securities, and they have a view that one could be a little more cautious on the rate scenario, especially when 10-year is at the levels that we have seen now.
Swati, we'll let you go on that note. Thanks much for chatting with us. Really appreciate your perspective.